my tower of strength. My hope is in you. Secure I stand. You will deliver me. Your truth will be my shield. Jesus, you cover me. In your love, no fear prevails. I will dwell in the secret place of the Most High. I will stay in the shadow of your wings. For Lord, you are my refuge, my tower of strength. My hope is in you. Secure I stand. You will deliver. You will deliver me. Your truth will be my shield. Jesus, you cover me. In your love, no fear prevails. You will deliver. You will deliver me. Your truth will be my shield. Jesus, you cover me. In your love, no fear prevails. No evil, no terror, no arrow, no plague shall ever come near me. For you are my safety, my hiding place. Jesus, I trust in you. Just declaring no evil, no evil, no terror, no arrow, no plague shall ever come near me. For you are my faithful God. For you are my safety, my hiding place. Jesus, I trust in you. I trust. Yes, Lord, because I'm case, because I'm fierce to you, Lord. We will trust. We will trust. Jesus, our refuge and tower. Just to sing it right now. For Lord, you are my refuge, my tower of strength. My hope is in you. Secure I stand. For Lord, you are my refuge, my tower of strength. My hope is in you. Secure I stand. You will deliver me. Your truth will be my shield. Jesus, you cover me. In your love, no fear prevails. No evil, no terror, no arrow, no plague shall ever come near me. For you are my safety, my hiding place. Jesus, I trust in you. We declare no evil, no evil, no terror, no arrow, no plague shall ever come near me. Oh Jesus, for you are my safety, my hiding place.
Today I'm going to share my vision. In this month, on 18th, early morning, my regular prayers, every day morning 4:30 I'll get up, and pray. I spend a lot of time in the prayer in the morning. In every day I used to see certain spiritual things. Sometimes I used to see the glory of the God, and sometimes I used to see heavens open. Sometimes I used to see the presence of God. But in this particular day, this 18th April 2020, I had a strange experience on that day. That's a vision during my prayer. I'm listening the voice of the God. I'm curiously listening what He's saying. And God is speaking to me. There is a less prayer coming to me from the face of the earth. Then I told God immediately, what is that, God? A lot of people are praying because of this coronavirus. People are praying, kneel down in the streets and praying and praying. I'm seeing a lot of people are praying around the globe. And God said, yes, they're praying, but their prayers are not coming to me. I said, how it will be? And God said, during my stay on the face of the earth, I gave 2 examples of prayer that we can see in the scriptures. Luke 18:10.
2 men went up to the temple to pray.
2 men went up to pray.
One a Pharisee,
One is a Pharisee,
and the other is a tax collector.
and other one is a tax collector. You can see the story of those 2 people in that area. The Pharisee is a righteous person. There's nothing wrong in his life. He's a very righteous person and following the law and doing everything, and he's a righteous person. But the tax collector admitted himself as a sinner. Praying is not important. Humble yourself in front of the living God. What the Pharisee is doing is praying with the pride. He's praying with the pride. God will never listen to the pridey prayers. You may be number 1 person in the world. You may be a great person in the world. You may have a lot of talents. You may be a great rich man on the face of the earth. God don't care all these things. God sees the humble heart, and He honors the humble prayer. That's what God spoke to me. And the second thing, He spoke to me, pray continuously. Pray continuously. And repeat the prayer. I wrote a book on prayer, The Power of Prayer. I forgot one point in that book. And finally we added that to this. What is that point is, we can see that point in Matthew 26:44.
So he left them, went away again,
and went again,
and prayed the third time, saying the same words.
Same words. And God is speaking to me, you have to repeat your prayers. Sometimes we feel we are praying the same prayer every day, why should we pray? And some people think that God knows everything, why should we pray? Why should we ask God? God said very clearly, ask, I'll give you. And in this particular portion He said, watch and pray, because you will not fall in the temptations. So God spoke to me in the second point, pray repeatedly. You have to pray. Constant prayer, continuous prayer, repeated prayer. And the third point He spoke to me, I asked God, Jesus, is this coronavirus will continue? No church will open forever in the world? I'm asking regarding that, but I'm not getting any answer from the God. He's keeping silence. In that silence, I remembered one point which I preached in the past. regarding this coronavirus, the situations happening in the world, I preached in the past. I'm remembering that. That is coming into my mind. What is that? Now it is a time for the whole globe to face the rapture. Nobody knows when the rapture comes. If it comes suddenly, God's servants and God's children, they may not ready for the rapture. Some. When I go into my life experiences, I seen great God servants. They did a lot of ministry, effective ministry, but at last stages they fell in the world and the sin. When I watched their lives, God wanted to take them to the heaven. For that reason, He kept them on the bed. They became bedridden. Some people weekdays, some people 1 month. And what I studied in their lives during that time, they repented for their sins and they get ready to go to the heaven. When God found that, He took them to the heaven. When I'm seeing this coronavirus around the globe, it is a sign for the believers, the bride church. Get ready for the rapture, because God don't want to lose His children. Some people, even in these days, they did great ministry. They did wonderful ministry, but they fell in different areas. So God wants them to get ready for this rapture. So I believe this coronavirus, the things that are happening in this world, it may be a wake-up call for the bride church to get ready to meet the Lord. So God gave this vision, and I thought to share these things to the whole world, because everybody is worrying about the coronavirus, and nobody is worrying about their salvation. It is a time for every believer to have the salvation experience and pray with humbleness and pray for themselves. Pray for the salvation of the whole world. That is the content of this vision God revealed me, and I thought it is good to share this to the whole world. I believe God spoke to you. I believe that you will get ready to meet the Lord in the rapture and make some others to get ready for that. May God bless you.